Hi, my name's Mandy Rice, and my business is called Teach on a Mission. And the course that I built with DCA is called Flipped Classroom Formula. I am a teacher, a high school teacher, and have recently left the classroom as I've now built my business. And my ICA are definitely teachers, but those who are looking to build accessible classrooms, meaning accessible to their students, even before distance learning and COVID-19, but also more importantly, sustainable classrooms so that they can really get past the status quo of the hustle of education and build more sustainable lifestyles as teachers. Something that held me back when I first learned about DCA with Amy's first launch actually was the price, because I was a classroom teacher and I didn't even have a business bank account. I barely had formed my LLC at that point. But I remember listening to her podcast the morning I was listening to one and knowing it just kind of dawned on me on what my topic was going to be, because I have clout and I have expertise in flipping classrooms. And I thought to myself, accessibility, sustainability, that's what education needs. And so that kind of from there built my passion around my bigger messaging and allowed me to build my online course. The reason why I eventually did go with DCA is because I even tell my teachers this: you don't need to DIY something. You don't need to, nor do you want to if you want it to be professional and if you want it to be effective the first time. I had 50 teachers on my email list when I first joined DCA. And then within my first launch, I had 200 on my list. I'm now at launch number 4 and I have 5,000 on my list. My biggest takeaways from DCA were having the clear formulas that were Amy's, as well as her as an example. I really like her style, and meaning the professionalism of it all. Also meaning that when I got into her course, I thought, wow, you can see the value. And that's what I want my customers, right? My ICA, my teachers to say about me. An obstacle to my launch is definitely the culture of free in education. And it's still one that I'm having to overcome. And kind of my response that I'm building up to that is that even for the babies in the classrooms who don't have access to Wi-Fi or devices or healthcare or live in impoverished areas, public education exists for a reason, right? And I don't even want free for them. I don't want the quality that free brings for them. And so that's kind of been a way that I'm overcoming that obstacle. I definitely have limiting beliefs, my limiting beliefs of being just a teacher or not being able to reach enough people. And I also get in my head about doing all of this meaning building my business while being a work at home / stay at home mom. And that, especially with COVID-19, but even before that, I only have one of my 3 kids in school, and I don't get a babysitter otherwise, meaning I don't have like 40 hours a week childcare, and that's a value of mine. But kind of getting through that limiting belief is that I choose how I spend my time. And if I choose to spend my day with my kids and doing laundry and maintaining my home, that's the choice that I've made. I'm currently in the middle of my 3rd and a half, technically my 4th launch, because my 3rd launch was at the recommendation of Amy in response to COVID-19. And so this is my 4th launch, but only my 3rd really planned one. I've almost tripled my email list. It's approaching 5,000 right now. I still have 5 more days to go in my launch. And I have 31 teachers who have signed up, plus a few that I'm waiting to receive a purchase order from, with a revenue of over $12,000. So this is my first 5-figure launch. And I've had an ad spend cap, meaning I've capped it at $2,000. So my trajectory now is to have a $20,000 launch, which is my goal. DCA was the first thing that I invested in as a business owner, right? Kajabi was the second thing. DCA was the first thing. And in my mind, very much in my mind and in my business, it was really what put me on the map as a legitimate entrepreneur, and knowing if I'm going to do this, I'm going to make decisions like I'm going to do this. It's allowed me to mesh my worlds of education, which is where my expertise lies, and the world of business, where I'm a novice, and to use bring those worlds together, right? That combo to make greater impact where my passion lies. And that is with building sustainability for educators, right? So that they can remain educators for longer than like the 5-year average lifetime of a teacher. And that's really where my passion lies and the impact that I want to have. So thanks so much. Shout out to Team Porterfield and Amy in general. You guys are awesome. And I am a forever fan. Thanks so much.